I so, as always, ladies and gentlemen, I so appreciate each and every one of the leaders as well as the guests that are taking time out of your schedule to hear about an opportunity. In my opinion, is definitely life changing. My name is Tony Hubbard, and I'm an associate here with our company. And the purpose of the call today is to give you a brief overview so that you can decide what role you may or may not play in the nationwide expansion of a company called 7K Metals. Now, just to begin, I think it's fair that before you hear information concerning a business, to know just a little background of the person who is sharing. I was very fortunate to enter into this wonderful profession that we're going to talk about today of home-based business and network marketing in the year of 2000. At the time, like most Americans, thought I already had the American dream. I was an operator at a chemical plant. I was earning a six-figure income, working 60 to 80 hours a week. But after being a part of that company for 12 years, my life was drastically interrupted with a little thing that's commonplace in corporate America. They call it a merger. And the first lie that they told us is that no one had anything to worry about. 6 months later, we were blindsided. And they say by Christmas, 1 out of 4 will not be employed. And it was devastating to me. And although I was not a victim at that time, I witnessed so many of my friends that were part of that company. One friend of mine had been there 33 years, and they pulled the plug. It was my wake-up call. I recognized right then that it did not make sense having all of your eggs in one basket, especially if you didn't own the basket. So to make a long story short, I was open for the first time in my life to a plan B. A friend of mine gave me a phone call, like many of you on the call today, to come out, take a look at a business. It made sense. I got involved. A year and a half later, part-time, I was earning a full-time income. Now, fast forward 10 years, and I received another phone call about a company that was being started and designed from day one, focusing on everyday people, collecting a product of value at a great price. In addition to that, it was a compensation plan attached where the masses could have success. Enter the company called 7K Metals. Now, who are we? 7K Metals is a direct sales network marketing company that has a very unique membership model, which allows everyday people like you and I to collect a product of value at a great price. In addition to that, there is a compensation plan attached where the masses are having success. Now, it's important to understand, when you look at a company of this magnitude, to know that the 4 founders are all serial entrepreneurs in their own right. Combined, they have an excess of 100 years experience in the network marketing space. From the corporate side, not only have they started, but they have grown companies that are currently grossing today in the billions in annual revenue, and they have each successfully built large organizations in the field that have generated millions of dollars for multiple companies. Now, these 4 gentlemen got together to solve 2 major problems in the network marketing space. Problem number 1, how can we provide a product that everyone would either want or need at a great price? And then problem number 2, how can we realistically create a compensation plan where the masses can have success? The first problem they were able to solve when they chose to provide to us our superstar product, and it is, as you would guess, gold, silver, and precious metals. If you're a member of this great company, what's showing up in your mailbox every month is real money, cold hard cash, and you're getting it at the best price. And I know for years, the average person, the moment you mention gold or silver, they check out. In their mind, it is only a rich man's game and a game of kings. But no longer, because of this unique model at 7K Metals, these gentlemen have cracked the code. They've made owning precious metals affordable to you and I. And I think we can all agree today, it does make sense to own gold and silver. You need but turn on the television for a short period of time, and you'll see advertisements. Buy gold, buy silver. You drive down the highways of major cities, many of those billboards will read, "We buy gold and we buy silver." Well, success always leaves clues. One of my mentors, Mr. Warren Buffett, here's what he had to say concerning getting involved in any type of business. He said, whatever you like to do, you should make that a hobby of yours. Whatever the world likes to do, you should make that a business of yours. And I don't know anybody on the planet that doesn't like the product that we're receiving every month at 7K Metals when you're talking gold, silver, and precious metals. If they don't have it, guess what? They want it. If they have it, they're trying to find out how can I accumulate even more of it. But I get the frustration aspect of it that has caused so many people for years not to own gold and silver, although they know it's valuable. Because here's the current model that's in place. When gold and silver is mined from the earth, once it's delivered to the mint and they turn it into coinage, the mint sells it at the lowest price. There are 13 authorized dealers who are licensed and contracted by the government. They have to buy and take ownership of millions of dollars worth every month. Nobody gets it at a lower price than these guys. They put a slight markup on it, but they only sell to you if you're one of the largest wholesalers. Wholesalers do the same with brokers to the retailers, and the retailers are the ones that will typically sell to you and I. So you can see in the current model that's in place, by the time average people get a chance, it's been marked up too many times, priced out of most of our budgets. But at 7K Metals, because we have the buying power now of tens of thousands of members, they simply partnered up with 5 of the largest suppliers on the planet, and then they took it one step further and passed on their savings to all of the members with zero markup. You heard me correctly. If you're a member here at 7K Metals, when it comes to buying gold or silver bullion, you pay the same rate the company pays. What a phenomenal concept. And because there are no minimums or maximums, it means this. If my budget can only afford $50, $100, maybe $200 to buy gold and silver, I'm paying the same rate as the guy that spends $10,000. And for that reason, now in our 3rd year of operation, we have thousands of individuals that now own physical gold and silver. The majority of them had never purchased it before. We have quickly gained the reputation as the Sam's Club of the gold and silver business. Now, the second problem they were able to solve is when they chose and designed a compensation plan where the masses can have success. You see, what they chose and designed is known in the industry as a 50-50 binary. Now, you may ask, of all the compensation plans available, why on earth did they choose a binary? That answer is very clear. You see, in the 70-plus year history of our profession of home-based business and network marketing, statistics have proved, I don't care what the name of the company, I don't care what product they market or the service, the average person in their lifetime within that company will only sponsor 2.3 individuals. That's why it makes sense to have a binary, because if a person can only sponsor 2, they too can position themselves to earn above average income. Well, the next question that comes to mind then is, okay, how much does this thing cost? How do I get a piece of the pie? And when you look at the fact that the members are saving anywhere in the neighborhood of 10 to as much as 60% over anywhere else in the country, you would think the buying part of it alone would have you have this membership costing you in the neighborhood of $500 to as much as $1,000. But this membership of value of 7K Metals is only $250. For $250, not only do I have my own home-based business, which typically affords me major tax benefits, I now can buy as little as I want, as much as I want, whenever I want, and if I so choose, I can participate in the compensation plan, earn part-time, full-time, as well as life-changing income. Now, the compensation plan is very simple because it magnifies the power of 2. At the end of the day, you're going to have 2 teams, a left and a right. 2 ways you accumulate your points. One way we get paid is 7K Metals, and you're going to love the way we get paid. Here's how it works. Your first responsibility to qualify to earn a commission check is this. Make one membership sale for $250, place that on your left team. Make another membership sale, place it on your right team. You're now qualified to earn income. Each membership sale for $250 carries with it 100 points. And not once you begin to build a team, as you share your story and they begin to share their story, and whenever 500 points accumulate on the left team and 500 points on the right team, they're going to pay you what we call a whopping step check of $500. And that's unheard of in our profession. You see, having worked other binary compensation plans before, for the same amount of work, I've seen companies pay out as little as $30, $60. The highest I'd ever seen before 7K Metals was $100. That's 7K Metals with 5 cells on the left and 5 on the right. And remember, you're only responsible for 2 of those. They're going to pay you a $500 commission. That's a real check, and it gets better. You see, when the company started in 2016, the most you could earn on a weekly basis was $1,000, and we had individuals joining by the thousands. Well, now they've enhanced our compensation plan. Well, not only is there part-time and full-time available, there is now lifetime income available as much as $7,000 on a weekly basis by rank advancement. How does that work? Simply duplicate your success, and you're promoted to what we call a copper associate. As a copper, you can earn up to $1,000 on a weekly basis. Duplicate your success again, you're promoted to the bronze. As a bronze, you can earn up to $2,000 on a weekly basis. If you multiply that over the course of a year, that can be a 6-figure income. It gets better. Duplicate your success again and develop at least 2 leaders and teach them how to do the same. You're promoted to the silver associate. As a silver, you can earn up to $3,500 on a weekly basis. Last but not least, for those individuals that continually go after their goals and dreams and developing of other leaders, you can eventually be promoted to the gold associate. As a gold, you can earn up to $7,000 on a weekly basis. Now, the second way you accumulate points, in addition to the sale of the membership, is through our phenomenal Coin of the Month Club. They say that 90% of Americans collect something. How would you like to collect an asset every month that will always have value and earn commissions on top of that? Well, like anything else in 7K Metals, they didn't provide for us just any collectible coin to purchase every month. We get a chance to purchase the best of the best. You see, every single month, if you so choose, you can purchase what is known as a collectible. MS70, that stands for Mint State 70, either 1 ounce silver all the way up to a 1 ounce gold coin. And for those of you who may not know, collectible coins, they are graded on what is known as a Sheldon scale, which goes from 1 to 70. 1 is unrecognizable. 70 is absolutely perfect, no flaws. What gives the collectible coin the much higher value, say, versus the bullion counterpart, is typically 2 things. 1, less than 5% of all the coins ever made will turn out at a 70. And number 2, if the coin is graded by one of the 2 top grading companies in the entire world, and our company only utilizes the top 2, PCGS or NGC, well, then that coin has the highest value versus the bullion counterpart. Now, each collectible coin purchase, whether it's silver or gold, carries with it 20 points. And for those individuals that not only like buying gold and silver coins and bars, you also like to purchase jewelry. They've added a line of jewelry as well that you can purchase every month and also accumulate points. As a 7K Metal silver or gold ring, silver or gold necklace, keychains, earrings, and even a line of watches, and each piece of jewelry purchased, like the collectible coin, also carries with it 20 points. So I want you to imagine for just a moment building an organization, and every time you make a membership sale or someone in your team does, you buy the collectible coin or piece of jewelry, someone in your team does it, you're adding points. And it's allowing you to earn anywhere from $500 up to $7,000 on a weekly basis. And just when you think it couldn't get any better, 7K Metals came up with an ingenious way to put the icing on the cake, and now it's almost as if you're getting the collectible coin or the membership for free. Because now when you purchase a $250 membership, along with the membership, they're going to send you a $250 7K Metals travel discount card. Now, this card gives you as much as a 50% discount over some of the major travel sites like Travelocity or Priceline on hotels, rental cars, and even dream vacation getaways. Now, every time you buy the collectible coin, from $98 up to $249, along with that coin, they're going to send you either $125 or a $250 travel discount card. We have members, including myself, that have already saved in excess of $1,000 utilizing this card. One of my business partners, her and her husband on a 2-week vacation, saved in excess of $1,000. And the thing I love about the company, most of the times, when companies add something of this value to the mix, there is an additional cost. When 7K Metals added this a little over a year ago, they didn't add any additional cost to any of the members. And for that reason, ladies and gentlemen, 7K Metals is attracting the best of the best. And before we wrap up the call today, I'd like for you to hear from one such young lady, got involved in our industry at the young age of 72, had never built a business before, but has an incredible team in place. I'd like for you to hear a portion of her story, Pastor Sharon Vault. If you would star 6 and unmute yourself, I'd like for you to share a portion of your story.
Tony, thank you for this opportunity today. It was 2 years ago this week when I joined 7K. I was looking at going to work at Walmart because my Social Security was going down, my Medicare was going up, and I just didn't have enough means to meet the needs. And Jay and Colleen Lee approached me and offered to mentor me in this business. I had never done anything like this before in my life, but I knew if I wanted my status to change, I needed to make some different decisions. And so I got out of my comfort zone, and I am so glad I did. I am so thankful to Richard Hansen for hanging on to his dream for 20 years to have a business where the average person can make above average income, because I'm living proof of that. Not only am I making a substantial income, but I've got 3 generations making money in this wonderful company, and a lot of precious people to me that have joined the team and are also earning income. And so I just am so thankful, and I thank you today, Tony, for this opportunity to share.
All right, Pastor Sharon, I always enjoy hearing your testimony, and definitely congratulations on your success, and no doubt future success here at 7K Metals. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, every time we share the information, there's always 2 types of individuals that will dial into a call like this. Yes, ma'am, yes, sir, you're on the call today. Person number 1 say, you know what, I like what I hear. Not the networking type, but I have been looking for a place to buy gold and silver. If I'm going to get it, might as well get it at the best price. I say, great. Make sure you get back with the person that invited you to the call. Let's show you how simple it is to sign up. You, my friend, can start purchasing gold and silver bullion at our cost as early as today. Person number 2, you're like I was. When I found out not only could I buy the precious metals at the best price, but I can earn income and help others do the same, well, this quickly became a no-brainer to me. You see, being a student of the industry, here's what I know to be true. There are thousands of companies out there in the network marketing space, and they all make money. They don't all necessarily make sense, and here's what I mean by that. You see, it never made sense to me to pay 3 times the price for a product or a service that I can actually go to Walmart, get the same thing for 1/3 of the price. That never made sense to me. But it always made sense owning a tangible asset. You're talking gold and silver, real money in your mailbox every month at the best price, and earning commissions on top of that. That always made sense to me. So if you're on the call today, if what we shared so far just makes sense, make sure you get with the person that invited you out. Let's show you how you can come on board like Pastor Sharon Vault and earn your first $500 or $1,000 commission your very first week. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at all the amenities that are on the table, the fact that our product is not as good as gold is actually silver and gold, and getting paid up to $7,000 in weekly commissions, 7K Metals is the best-kept secret in the network marketing space. But a year from now, 2 years from now, 7K Metals will definitely be a household name. So make sure you get back with the person that invited you to the call, and always remember, life is not about waiting for the rain to stop. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. God bless. We'll see you guys on the very next call.